Grace and peace, everyone. I'm Dr. Marcel C. Taylor. I have the privilege and pleasure of serving as the overseer of pastoral ministries and development for the Covenant Churches of America. I am so excited to come before you again in another chapel. And sorry for the blurriness if there's blurry for you. This new Zoom application has been interesting. But I did want to come before, and it's Monday. Actually, it's election eve, right? And a lot of millions, nay, billions of dollars have been spent in this election cycle to cause us to fear. But I just wanted to come and share this particular chapel with you. And there's a scripture that I want you to read into your hearing that comes from the Apostle Paul and his letter to the church in Colossae. And he says this, and referring to Jesus, it says, He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation, for everything was created by him in heaven and on earth, the visible and the invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things have been created through him and for him. He is before all things, and by him things hold together. One translation said, all things hold together, and by him all things hold together. That is Colossians 1, verses 15 through 17. Here is the simple point I'm trying to make, that we are held together by God. We're not held together by our political party. Now, let me just stop and pause and say I do believe it's our exercise, it's our duty to vote. And so I'm encouraging everyone, if you haven't voted already, because a lot of states have early voting, I am encouraging you to vote tomorrow on election day. So I don't want you to hear me say that. But in a real way, I just want to tell you that on Wednesday or Thursday, whenever we find out the final results, or maybe even Tuesday night, please know that we're not held together by anything but by God. And this is comforting to know that we are more anchored, we are more stable, we can have a more solid hope in the results of the election, because we know that while we are not quite sure who's going to be president come January 2025, we do know who will still be king today, tomorrow, and forever. And his name is Jesus the Christ. And so it is just I just want to come before you as pastoral leaders to say, I know anxiety is high. I know that we can feel the pressure. We can see the political ads. I'm in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And so over $500 million have been spent on Pennsylvania alone this particular election cycle, just trying to convince people to really fear and to worry. And so we're all going to be excited when the texts stop, and we get literally, I get about 40 texts a day, and we get phone calls and we get mail, and I've already voted early. And so there's a lot of stuff happening, but I just wanted to come to this chapel today, not ignorant of what's going on, but give a word despite or in spite what's going on. And here is the word of the Lord, that we are held together by him. And so we will not crumble. We will not fall, because we are held together by Christ. That's simple. I know it seems like, wow, this is a quick chapel. Yes, we're held together by Christ. He is before all things, and by him all things are held together. Be held together today. Do not let our minds be unraveled. Do not let our bodies be unraveled. Do not let our commitments be unraveled because of what's going on around us. And for some of us, it's not just the political climate. There is just a lot of things just going on in your orbit, in your world. But please know you are held together by Christ. I love you. And literally, there's nothing you can do about it. Enjoy this quick chapel. Share it with a friend. We are held together by Christ. Love y'all. Take care.